I've always had the supernatural ability to tell where someone was by looking at a photo of them, so it pained me to tell the mother of a missing child that her daughter was in several different places. "It sounds like an ice cream truck, baby. Go outside and see if you can catch it," I said to my daughter as I pushed her out the door and hurried down to the basement. I could still hear the nuclear sirens wailing, as I was well aware I only had enough supplies for one person. In his last days, Grandpa would weep and rave about the fires of hell. I wondered how such a good man could fear such a thing. After the funeral, I found the photographs, and I learned for the first time that his days in Auschwitz had not been spent as a prisoner. The teacher looked confused as the children motioned frantically about the man crawling out of the closet behind her. Too bad she muted all the kids so they wouldn't talk over her story. "You have to put it in a little bit deeper," she said to her little brother. He nodded and shoved the fork into the electrical outlet as hard as he could. I knocked and cried for him to open the door, begging for him to believe he wasn't the last man on earth. He reluctantly opened the door to see me smiling through both my mouth holes, realizing too late that he was right. Dressed in white with her long blonde hair hanging down, the girl walked meekly between her two captors. The demon child was hard-pressed not to giggle at the fact that the cult members thought she was the sacrifice. I removed the lid of the sarcophagus, and I thought how my name would go down in the history books as the first explorer to discover the tomb of Genghis Khan. As I saw what emerged, I finally realized the Mongolians slaughtered everyone not to hide the location, but to protect us from what was inside. I missed the days when I would fall asleep on the couch and my parents would carry me to my bedroom. But after they informed me they thought I had got up and gone to bed on my own, I have a different feeling about it now. The boy asked me, "What do monsters look like?" The temptation to peel back his father's face and show him the truth was almost too much to bear. The worst part of being a quadriplegic isn't being able to feel anything in your limbs, but still being sensitive enough to feel the hairy caterpillar crawling into your ear. She looked confused when we tied the rope around her waist, but she said nothing and just kept eating the candy we gave her. When we finally pulled out the blindfold and baseball bat, she began to tremble and asked if there was a piñata, to which we replied, "It's almost ready. Eat up." Unable to move, I could only look at my killer. In a fit of childish curiosity, my 2-year-old pulled the plug. After hours of watching her phone battery drain to 1%, Shanice was shocked to finally get a signal. 911, what's your alert? Is all she heard before the phone died, leaving her tiny cell as dim as her hope for survival. Over the past few weeks, the number 4 kept appearing in my thoughts. After the car accident I caused killed 4 people, a new number appeared, 1400. I look at my father's head on the wall, knowing that he'll finally be proud of me today, and I look back at the terrified hunter and sink my antlers into his chest. My mother said when I die, I go to a white, shiny place called heaven. I wish she told me about the padded walls and straitjacket too. I can't believe they aren't taking climate change seriously. Did they forget what we left in the ice caps?